but it taught me something, right? It taught me that overcoming adversity tells a lot about a person, and I hire hard work and honesty.
Brand new videos are uploaded every single day here at seamless.ai. Click the subscribe button below and also tap the notification bell so you never miss a video.
Welcome to this episode of Sales Secrets from the Top 1%, where the world's best sales experts share their secrets to sales success. And I am thrilled, honored, humbled, and grateful to have with me today Daniel DeFillippo. Daniel is currently the Director of U.S. Sales Development at Mimeo, where he brings customers' content to life through print and digital. Daniel is more importantly a sales vet with over 8 years in the field, where he played significant roles as a VP of sales and sales consultant, where he has 12x and 30x pipeline for his clients. He revolutionized Salesforce tracking, built his own playbook for ongoing training and mentoring, and everything else you can imagine for sales development, working at Live Intent and many other companies. Daniel knows what it takes to build a successful sales team from the ground up. He will break down your current system, dissect it, tear it apart, and build a well-oiled sales machine for your business. Daniel, thanks so much for joining us today.
No, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
Awesome, man. Well, hey, I know you've had an amazing sales development experience leading sales dev teams at Mimeo, at Harkin, at CDM Media, at Live Intent, at Alcatitzer, if I pronounce that right, Ivy Exact, you name it. You know, the audience is dying to know two things. Number one, how did you get started in sales? And what are all your secrets that you've learned throughout your sales career, everywhere you sold? And then number two, most importantly, what is your number one top sales secret?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I don't want to age myself. I was an accountant another lifetime ago, but believe it or not, I got started with sales development when I sat down with someone you may know by Aaron Ross, right? Across the table from me. He came to the ladders when I went from an individual contributor to a team lead and started getting into the leadership aspect of selling. And then a very small company came in called Marketo. And literally read books and taught myself, you know, what the tech stacks were, did the research, really taught myself how to do this. And fell in love with it.
And how'd you get it? How'd you get a seat at the table with Aaron Ross? Where'd that come from?
I have no
Predictable
idea.
revenue.
I'm guessing the ladders wrote a check, but I have no idea. It's funny because they have Predictable University, and I did a little bit of consulting with them, you know, for a short time. His partner is also named Aaron, which makes it confusing. But yeah, I mean, you know, that was a time where I said, you know what? I love, you know, molding, coaching, and building sales teams, sales orgs, but it's all about the people for me. So, you know, when I sell, it's all about the people, the perception, you know, from the customer. You know, don't sell them a product, you know, solve a problem. Definitely one of the secrets. Personalization is key, right? And some of my secrets are when you're talking to a company on LinkedIn, it'll say similar pages. So your pitch doesn't want to be, hey, this is Dan from Mimeo. I help other companies like yours save a ton of time and a ton of money. That's FUBU, right? It's tofu. You want to say companies like, boom, boom, save them 30% in total print cost and reduce their project time from 12 hours to 12 days. So quantify everything. So avoid using terms like a lot of time, companies like yours, people like you, you know, actually quantify it. I think that's huge. So, you know, being authentic is one of the biggest things. And, you know, for me, being authentic hasn't always been easy. You know, in my life, many don't know, and it's been a long time since I talked about it, but I was in a car accident, 16 years ago, and I lost my 4 best friends and my dad. And I was told I'd never walk again, I'd never talk again, never live, right? First of all, it took me many, many years to recover. I've gone literally to the ends of the earth, but now I'm here, sitting here, talking to you today, right? 16 years later, I learned how to do great emails because I couldn't talk. I was a mute for 2 years, right? Nothing was going to stop me.
Like this accident, you were just like on a hospital bed. You couldn't do anything.
Life support. Yeah, well, life support for a month or two, and then hospital bed for years. But I could do things. I could email. I could read, I could research, right? So I got really good at cadences and, email content, subject lines, starting from, the one-on-one aspect of it, taking a horrible situation and finding the good in it, and coming out of it better. When I hear people say, oh, I can't get anyone, I don't have the direct line, I can't call her, I can't close this deal because they're using a competitor. Like, dude, like I was closing deals and I couldn't talk or walk, right? It really puts it in perspective where, if someone tells you you can't do something, do it. I mean, prove them wrong. There's nothing better than doing that. So I had quite the journey. I didn't make it a couple times, and I, had the proverbial, I guess, went to heaven and was in a medical induced coma, and it was quite the journey. But it taught me something, right? It taught me that one, overcoming adversity tells a lot about a person. And I hire hard work and honesty, right? It's all about people. Hire hard work and honesty. If you want to build a team, teach them everything else. Can't teach someone how to work hard. You can't teach somebody how to be honest for the most part. So that's kind of what I live by. Nobody really knows this story because early on there was, some flashback or negative thoughts around it. But now that I beat it and I overcome it, I'm proud of it, and I want to tell the world about it to inspire people, or maybe have them spend another night watching the game with their dad instead of working late or whatever it might be, right? Just put it in perspective. And the news last night with Kobe was heart-wrenching, but
tough.
You never know when your time is up, and I got a second chance, and I'm doing my best to affect the people on the SDR teams, on the IDR teams, in the leadership teams, every single day. That's what gets me out of bed.